Bueno, señores y señores, vamos a ver a quién va a tocar darle la pelita para ganar esas 50 moneditas fácil y rápido. Mientras no vaya a ser que nos salga alguien bien máquina, bien caballo, bien agresivo. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Buah, pero tiene una buena plantilla también. Tiene mucha gente al ataque el hombre. Pero pues nada, sin miedo al éxito, muchachos. Ofensivo, vamos a poner a Palmer ofensivo. Vamos a poner a mantener posición a Erling Haaland para los centricos. A ver, se mantiene. Vamos a jugarle así. Yo le voy a poner marca a los extremos de él. Pero como tiene tantos al ataque, si le pongo marca a los extremos, los interiores del medio, bah, me cogen a los dos centrales y nada. Vamos a dejarlo así, a ver cómo surge, muchachos.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father playing in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And it's Gravenberch.
Muy buena.
And he's had a hit. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Ahí fue.
Rodri.
Ahí fue.
And it's Gravenberch. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's been cut out, well played. Turns and goes back, and Torres!
Ay, pues pucha, cómo se lo va a comer ahí solo, niño. Niño Torres, no, se manqueó, hombre. ¿Qué es esto, por Dios? ¿Cómo te vas a comer eso ahí solo? Virgil suya, papi, y si no usted Nietzsche.
Vardiol. Foden. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No goals as yet. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, Red, nice interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Stood up well to him there. Vardiol. Well timed, excellent interception. Gravenberch. Nicely spread. Palmer. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Palmer has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. That's a little off target. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now, this could be a chance.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Palmer. Vardiol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Armstrong.
And he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Madueke made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind a defence.
Now it's Owen. Madueke. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great ball. Tries a shot! Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Torres. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Son Heung-min. Shifted it to the flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Owen. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. Lofted upfield.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That has ended up in no man's land. Son Heung-min. Lloris gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Oh, what a climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
Gvardiol.
Rodri. Gravenberg is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Oh, it's Haaland. Nice interception, well timed. Foden. It's run loose here. And Gvardiol. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Haaland. Fernando Torres. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's played it back.
Gvardiol.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Torres. Nicely weighted ball. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Oh, important interception. That is very well defended. And this is Torres.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Son Heung-min. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Aimed beyond the defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on you.
Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's surging through. The ball has bounced loose now. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Haaland. Out to the right. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Spread it left. Vardiol. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Son Heung-min. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably good to take something very special to beat him today.
They've played it short. Hoisted in. Tries to play it through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Son Heung-min! Oh, it's hit the post. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. That has been cut short. Vieira. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Spread out to the left. And it's Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams is there to clear.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 3, Vadio. Number 2,
No way through.
Number 4,
And this is Son Heung-min.
Phil Foden. Number 23, Owen. Coming on the field, number 6, Gabriel. Number
Good play on the
5,
left-hand side here. Great
Number
vision.
19,
Pedro Neto.
Wilshere. Number 10, Darwin Núñez. Substitution in progress.
Bernardo Silva out towards the flank. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he was alert to it. And that was very necessary.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. That's really well manoeuvred. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello,
Fortunes
everybody,
can
and
turn
welcome
either
to
way
today's
from this
match.
point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri.
Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Referee's given a throw.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Vadio knocks it into space. Pedro Neto is in a really good position out wide. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gravenberg showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rodri. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, just skips past his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's picked his way through. Great chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cherki.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
We expected better, and so did he. Over to the left. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedro Neto goes on a run down the left wing. Chance! And the ball's come loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's a shade optimistic. And that's been won straight back. Lovely ball and a real... And the finish! Goal! There is the breakthrough! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the...
Oh no, what has happened here? Haaland. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's being urged to shoot. Yep, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to belt it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Palmer gets across to intercept that. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's a promising position. He is through here.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's going to go a long way.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge.
Roja, roja para ese cerdo.
The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Coming on the field, number 17, William Saliba. Number 6, Diego Forlan.
Rodri. Now it's Park Ji-sung.
That's positional.
And the keeper's given it away. Rodri. Palmer. Into the channel.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a good ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Saka. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. And this is Forlan. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's heaved it away. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Forlan. Mohamed Salah providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Now it's Pedro Neto. Saliba. Rodri. Forlan. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's managed to get free. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Not the most accurate pass. Fernando Torres is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gravenberg.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shoots! And that certainly packs a punch. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Ball is over the line. And the ball's gone astray. And that's not going to reach. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Alexander-Arnold did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Now, can they get him away? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number
To square
8,
things up.
Alexander-Arnold. Number 18, Mohamed Salah. Coming on the field, number 3.
A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. Park Ji-sung could try cutting inside. Fallen! That's a half-decent try. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rodri is fouled. Somewhat off target. Palmer. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. So what can they make of this? Played into space out wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Forlan. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Couldn't squeeze it through. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the pass is intercepted. Vardiol. Now it's Forlan. Palmer in acres of space out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Ruben Diaz caresses it through. Oh, it's played into the area.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Haaland. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's onto this. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
4 added minutes has
Rodri.
been indicated.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. He's looking wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Palmer finds himself offside. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well timed, excellent interception. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy
And a quick
about.
reminder today, everybody, to make sure
So to
put any
clarify,
litter in the
extra
bins
time
provided.
will follow.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Park Ji-sung. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Gakpo. Substitutions taking place.
So our quest to find the winner continues. And he cuts out the supply. That has not gone well. Played out to the left flank, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Gakpo tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold. And Gabriel. Szoboszlai. Now it's Isak. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Forlan. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Foden. Pinches it off him. Fernando Torres. And he's worked it through. That's good running with the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Extra time reaches half-time.
Please take this opportunity to pay
Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Diego
And
Forlan.
so the last chance to
Coming
find
on
a
the
winner.
field is number 20.
They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Ekitike. That has been cut short. Well, they've got it again. Van Dijk. Isak. And he has been fouled there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Makalele. Rodri. He has found a way through. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Gabriel. Van Dijk. Pau Torres. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Makalele. He's tried one! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Makalele brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1
Played
minute
with
added
finesse.
time.
Brilliantly cut out. Ekitike. It's a pretty loose pass. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose.
And now,
I mean, they
I'd just
both
like
ran
to
their
read
socks
out our
off.
fan club members who are celebrating their
It
birthdays
has gone the
today.
full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. An exchange of stares and we're ready to go. puts them one up.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
Gakpo is second man up. Oh, what a save!
He was so focused there, fantastic save.
Isak will take their second.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
This then to level matters.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Torres will take the third penalty. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
So this one to restore parity. Big character, big moment, big save. This is match point. And he delivers. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
And we come to you now